Hello and welcome to another FF Lifestyle Vlog. It is another gloomy day here in Pennsylvania at the end of September. I don't mind a gloomy day at the end of September because you know what? I am a basic bitch when it comes to fall activities. This is going to be the final day that my truck is being wrapped up and getting coated at Accelerate Auto. I'm pretty jazzed up about it, but of course, it's just like when you wash your car, when you get this really nice, expensive coating on it, that it's supposed to look incredible. What does it do? It's raining outside. It's raining. It's raining. I'm leaving tomorrow for a 4-day trip down to Wichita or over to Wichita, Kansas. So I don't know, I might end up texting Accelerate and saying, hey, I'm leaving for 4 days anyway, should I just hold off, pick it up on Monday? Still rocking my 3rd Gen 4Runner as the daily driver this week. Fun fact, originally named this thing Greenie, and that is, it was supposed to be a joke because I was gonna, get it all jacked up and it should have some, grenade or some other crazy aggressive name to it. And I thought Greenie would be funny because it sounds like what a toddler would name it. And ultimately, that's what stuck. So, the Greenie is what it is. That is the name of my 3rd Gen 4Runner. Now, as much as I love Greenie, I still would have to say that as a daily driver, the TRD Pro tops Greenie just a bit. But there's quite a vibe, okay? Quite a vibe to a 3rd Gen 4Runner, and it's not going to be the fastest thing out there. It is not going to be the most high-tech thing out there. Like, okay, just to give you an idea, let's talk about high-tech here. If you have one of these numbers in your car, you are a baller, my friend. You are a baller. So kids don't know what that shit is like these days. So I appreciate the 90s tech. Also, it's raining pretty good right now. I know safest thing to do is to vlog at that point in your car, but I need windshield wiper blades so bad that it is actually easier for me to see if I don't use them right now, instead of just smearing around the water and making visibility even worse. So again, just small upgrades are needed on the 4Runner. Gym did not go well this morning. It's been hitting me at different times. The situation with my mom, I'll be good 1 or 2 days and then not good. And I don't know what the deal is with that. Start really having a rough time. And the gym suffers. I really think probably cortisol levels have a lot to do with that. If you're upset or depressed or whatever else, it's really easy for cortisol levels to rise and testosterone levels to drop. And obviously, I am and always have been natural, so that's going to be a much bigger issue for me. But I think one of the most important things to remember when it comes to the gym and when it comes to struggling with stress and not wanting to train, going and stepping your foot in the door is everything. This morning, I walked on the treadmill for 10 minutes. Is that a good workout? No, not at all. Should I have driven past that? Maybe. But at the end of the day, going there and stepping on a treadmill, even though it was chest and triceps day, and just doing 10 minutes on the treadmill and just saying, hey man, today's not the day, I think that is still a small win, because after years and years and years, what many people do at this point is quit. I always got so annoyed 5-6 years ago when I really started hitting my first hardcore plateaus. That was after 10 years of doing this consistently with no breaks, no nothing. And I saw all these people talk about, no days off, never quit, keep driving, blah, 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 blah. And it's so unrealistic, and it really shows me that it's kind of like a big lie. I can promise you that after training for 15 years, you will have ups and downs. It will be a roller coaster ride of good training years, bad training weeks, bad training months. But the most important thing that I've found is to keep going. Even if it's an inch forward, you're still moving forward. And that's the most important thing. I am going to vlog the Wichita trip on my off times. This is a work trip. I'm not trying to do this stuff when I'm at work, which is, you know, morning, evening, whatever. I do plan to vlog a little bit just to show the adventure of Wichita, Kansas. So if you're out in Wichita, you see me walking around, please feel free to say hello and what's up at the TriggerCon event. And yeah, it should be a pretty good time. Quite a long night. I just got out of work a few hours ago, and I am packing up like a maniac. Cut the hair. For those of you guys that don't know, I do cut my hair myself. So, you know, I don't know if that is a compliment to myself or a negative. Maybe once you guys all find that out, you're like, oh, that's why it always looks like shit. So you never know. But I will say I've been cutting it for probably about 3 years now, and nothing beats being able to wait until like 7 p.m. the night before you gotta go and get like the freshest haircut humanly possible. So that is pretty helpful. I have my bags packed up. This is the first time I'm flying since I was like 10 years old, and I am freaking nervous. Probably not gonna vlog too much in the airport because I'm gonna be like stressed out trying to get to the gates and all that fun stuff because I have no idea what I'm doing in an airport. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow, maybe either in the Dallas airport during our layover or in Wichita, Kansas. Kansas. We are here, my friends. We just dropped by the Museum of World Treasures, and that's what you're going to be seeing B-roll of right now. are about to go to a restaurant called Public, which is right next door, to try the bison sliders. So should be a pretty good time. You'll probably see a photo of the food. I'm not trying to film in a restaurant and be that guy, but so far Kansas is kind of cool. Very hot, hotter than I expected, and the plane ride was quite long. So that's, you know, I guess what you can expect. We just ate at the Public at the Brick House. Bison sliders were okay. I don't know that I would say they live up to quite the hype that all the reviews were saying. Just a little bit well done. But the fries were banging. We are now at Wichita State University taking a look at the original Pizza Hut, guys. Not sure yet if this is the original building, but we're gonna check it out and see if it is on the inside. And I do feel like it's somewhat of a scam. They really get you believing that this is the very first Pizza Hut, but upon arrival it looks far too new, and it is indeed not the first Pizza Hut building. It's on the Wichita University campus. The museum itself is like self-serve, so you kind of just walk around, no one's in here. Pretty tiny building, which is deceiving because on Google it looks pretty large. A lot of cool memorabilia, but the original Pizza Hut was somewhere else in Wichita, and I believe the owners of the original Pizza Hut went to Wichita State University, which is why it is here. But yeah, if you're coming here because you think, oh, it'd be cool to see the first Pizza Hut like we were, it's still a cool museum, but just be ready for the truth, okay, when you come in. It's not the first one. Good morning, my friends. We are back in the hotel room here in Wichita. Yesterday, we ended up at the end of the evening, we did a stop at 5-Eleven doing our thing with the rep stuff, and I ended up picking up some Meridian pants, which I'm really jazzed up about today. And then, yeah, the rest of the evening, we went and had some pizza at Blaze Pizza. It was just a chain. Actually, pretty good pizza. It was the first time I had it there, and I even was able to take a quick pit stop at Cabela's and pick up some new Solomons. These are the X Ultra 4s, the mids. This trip we traveled super light, and I only have a carry-on, so I gotta like cool it with buying shoes and things because I don't know how in the hell I'm gonna get all this stuff back. We'll do a quick tour of our room here, which at the moment is an absolute mess, but you know, it is what it is. This is what we got. We got 2 double beds, rolling heavily with some emergency right now. I feel like kind of prepping a show with something like that is very helpful. Cheerios in small packages, and then also we got some Nature Valley bars and some graham crackers. People sleep on the graham crackers for just a good snack. We got a view of the airport right outside, and that is actually kind of a nice view, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, so far not a whole lot going on in Kansas, man. It is quite remote out here in Kansas. All right, guys, this is our this is our last official kind of hanging out night in Wichita, and we're gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna probably wrap up this I think that's a tumbleweed, a small one. That's an actual tumbleweed for the first time. We are gonna go to the troll statue and the Keeper of the Plains statue, and then tomorrow for Saturday we are going to actually head on down to Oklahoma City, and I'm gonna start a secondary vlog going to Oklahoma City. So let's head on down to some cool statues in Center City, Wichita. So we got the Keeper of the Plains statue behind us here, and we are still walking to find the troll statue. Now, this was recommended by Atlas Obscura, and there shouldn't be a lot of signs apparently, although there might be. We've been misled a few times on this trip here. The Keeper of the Plains statue, though, is well worth coming to this spot. It is absolutely incredible looking from far away distance. We're gonna walk up to it and see what's right underneath, but on this path here by the Keeper of the Plains, just kind of walks around, and I believe right around here should be a troll statue. Yeah, should be right up in here, I'm pretty sure. There she is, the famous troll statue.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty freaking cool. A lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that's a giant ass troll, dude.
Yeah. Can you like stand on this? Probably.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Cool. That is wild. Yeah, that is definitely, I'd highly recommend coming to check out the troll. That's pretty cool. They said most of the time people during the day, because it's not lit up, don't even notice the troll down there. But at night it's lit up and it's definitely looking cool. It's 7 feet tall, which is wild. As a side note, there's a little section here in the back that you gotta like walk down. There's a little path and you can see the green light and a little bit of the troll, but you can't see all of the trolls. We're walking on this path all the way around. I think this is the Science Museum thing there, but this part of Wichita is absolutely gorgeous. Very cool, and it's great weather tonight. Finally made it to the Keeper of the Plains statue on the bridge. Such a cool spot. Made the entire trip well worth it. But as you can see here from the bottom of the bridge, you got a great view. Really, really cool spot. Would highly recommend stopping by. All right, my friends, it is time to say goodbye to this vlog and goodbye to Wichita for our last hanging out night. But tomorrow we have a fun adventure planned to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Keeper of the Plains statue was actually probably the highlight of our adventures in Wichita. Such a cool place, and would highly recommend coming by. Thank you so much for hanging out on this vlog, and as always, stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.